She's flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I would straight go to the brothel. What? The brothels? Peeps, it's been a while. The summer season of anime is almost over. By the way, what are you guys watching? These are all the things that I'm watching right now in the summer. Currently, my number one is Oshinoko. If you've been here for a little while, you know that I have loved reading the manga, and being able to see what I've been reading on the manga being put out as an anime is beautiful. But the summer anime season is winding down, and the fall anime season is going to be starting up within the next few weeks. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you about. One of the manga that's finally becoming an anime, which I recently read, is Yakuza Fiancé. Not to be confused with Yakuza Lover, which is a completely different series. But Yakuza Fiancé is about Yoshino. She grew up kind of in the countryside with her Yakuza family, and she has been betrothed as a truce to both families to Kirishima, who is going to be the future head of his Yakuza family in the city. It's so funny. I've said that I've had Yakuza Fiancé for quite a while, and I've never cracked it open. But recently I was like, you know what? I heard about the anime announcement. I kind of want to see what am I getting myself into, especially since I already have the first volume. Let me see what the beginning is going to look like. And whoo, man, is it good.
And I know bangers. I know bangers.
So if you want to know kind of what the beginning of Yakuza Fiancé looks like before watching the anime, then come, let me tell you, bestie. Now, like I said, Yakuza Fiancé is about Yoshino coming from her crime family, coming to be betrothed to Kirishima from his crime family. She's from the country, he's from the city. She's moving all the way to him. When she gets there, he's all nice and sweet and accommodating. She can feel something is a little bit off about him though. But to her and to us, the readers, he's a sweet, sweet guy. So she's trying to get adjusted living with him, and not only living with him but going to the same school, because yes, y'all, this cover is deceiving. If you didn't know, how old would you think they were, right? I thought that they were in their 20s. I did not read. I read the synopsis, right? But in the synopsis on the first book, it says nothing about how old they are, right? And also, this is an older teen, not mature, but this is a 17 plus, right? Also, doesn't that look like he's kind of wearing business attire? And you would think, oh, that big tattoo on his back, he's obviously a grown-up, right?
Wrong answer, forehead.
Wrong. They are 17. They're 17 turning 18, which is probably, so far, I have not read the other volumes, but so far that's my biggest critique of this whole story. Like, look at that. 17. Back tattoo. 17. But I digress. We move on. She's getting used to living in the city, getting used to living with Kirishima, and then also getting used to going to his school. So she's at his school, trying to get used to him. He's actually quite popular with the ladies. Not that he's ever had a conversation with them, and they've said that he doesn't really talk to them, but he's just so handsome to the girls that when she comes in, they kind of look like, did you come in with him this morning? We saw y'all get out the car together. What's really tea? What's going on? We want to know. And so far, he's treating her nicely, and he's very sweet to her. So we're like, okay. She's like, okay, I guess I can do this. He's nice to me. The city living is different than my country living, but I guess I'll be okay here. But chapter 2 is where it picks up. Yoshino realizes she doesn't have a lot of things. She didn't bring a lot of things with her, so she wants to go shopping. He offers to pay for it, and she's like, no. Grandpa sent me money. You know, we're rich too. I'm gonna go get it. Which, girl, let me tell y'all something. If somebody offers to buy you something and they're not looking for something in return, let them buy it for you. That's today on Kendra's Life Lesson. But back to the manga. She's running to a convenience store to go to an ATM to take out money when these guys roll up on her. She's confused at first. She's like, who are they talking to? And she's like, oh, they're talking to me. Oh, I'm fine. And I'm like, girl, you're like 5'7" and you have the Model S body in Japan? Yeah, you're considered fine, but they're very harassing. Like, it's not like, yo, hey, that was my whistle because I can't whistle. Hey, girl, you fine, and keep walking like a cat call. Inappropriate, but not harmful. No. Not only does she try to pull away, they pull her into an alley and was like, well, we gonna take what we want. It's like, whoa. And right when you say that last whoa, here Kirishima comes. He beats them to a pulp, beats them down. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And he's like, look, I can't do this no more. You came, you're beautiful, you can go sell your body. I don't want you as my wife. You're boring.
I'm bored. You're boring me.
you know, you have a pretty face, you have a pretty body, you can go to one of our brothels, you can be the top earning girl over there, but that's where you belong for real, not with me, bye, and walks away. She's flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I was like, dang, go sell her body. Not even, I'm gonna send you back to my grandpa. No, it was straight, go to the brothels. That's all you go for. What? The brothels? I'm like, how can she recover for this? Because if she does go back home, she realizes she could cause inadvertently a war between them because the betrothment broke up. It's the last thing she wants for her grandpa to have to go through. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to figure out a way to stay here and make this work. You're not going to run me off. She comes back to school and realizes that she's now being bullied because people have connected that her and Kirishima are not together, but they keep being seen together. So now she's being bullied for being seen with them. But she's like, you know what? I have a plan. After that, Kirishima and one of his underlings are doing a job and he's like, hey boss, I have not seen that girl in a little while. Where is she at? Kirishima's like, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. The next day, back to school it is. He walks in the classroom. She comes in and guess what her plan was? Her plan was to sell a kidney. And she was like, yeah, here you go. I sold my body like you said. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. I don't care what kind of Macasist? I don't care what kind of Macasist you are, but you're not going to run my life and you're not going to run me off. And you know what he does? You know what he says? I love it. This boy is crazy. He's like, oh, I'm feeling something. You said you're going to ruin my life? I love it. I love you. We have to get married right now. And then you know what else he says? He says, ruin my life, please. He's ridiculous. He's like, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about saying you need to sell your body. I was wrong. He was like, I'm falling for you. He has now fallen her love with her take no-ish attitude, her threatening to ruin his life. And now they're on a good track. Now that Kirishima's in love, he invites her to kind of get to know some of his underlings, and they tell him, hey, you guys need to be careful because a daughter of a high profile person here got abducted and she's missing and we don't know where she is. Kirishima's like, we're going out on a dinner, and on that dinner he tells her that technically he's not really the blood heir to the Yakuza family that he's part of. He's actually the great nephew of the Yakuza boss, but he wanted to be part of the Yakuza when he was 12. Yoshino's like, dang, what was going on in your house that you want to be part of the Yakuza? They're kind of enjoying dinner, and she's actually surprised that he's enjoying his company. Like, she's like, and then he says something crazy, and she's like, all right. And that's how volume 1 of Yakuza Fiancé ends. So that was a little know before you go recap. So when the anime comes out this fall, you'll kind of already know a little bit of the beginning. I have had this volume for a couple of months, but because of that announcement, I was excited to kind of see what I was going to get myself into, and I do like it. I do plan to get more volumes because one thing I learned that I love is watching something that I've read come to life in front of me in animation. So how about you guys? Are you interested to see what Yakuza Fiancé is going to be like? Are you going to watch the anime? Or are you just going to stick to the manga? Or are you going to do like me and do both of them? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what animes you're watching this summer. And let me know what animes you're excited for this fall. And before we go, I just want to say, I hope you're having a great day. And I hope your life is never terrible enough to have to sell a kidney. Okay, bye.